Alright, today we have a different kind of Death Battle reaction video. They decided to drop this on a Saturday. It's a little weird, but, I'm not complaining.
I dropped the chicken Alfredo twice. How does one drop chicken?
Oh yeah,
Alfredo
Nano dropped
twice?
his chicken. He dropped the chicken Alfredo again.
3 times.
3 times. Not bad.
Wasn't even in the bowl this time.
But yeah, Shigaraki versus Mahito. Not much else to say.
I'm gonna touch you, little boy.
I'm rooting for Mahito, guys. He's gonna win. They're gonna
Please don't
find
touch
a way.
me.
Watching the end, literally, it's just like he has nothing.
Let's
I'm gonna be funny and be like contrarian, and I think he'll pull through.
well, let's set this like one category.
What? Alright, well,
Honestly, he probably wins versatility.
I'm gonna disagree there.
I don't think he has anything.
He doesn't.
Nah, because he has transfigured humans and whatnot. He has an arsenal. That's like the only thing, really.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Next time on Death Battle.
Let's catch these hands.
Shigaraki versus Mahito. The symbol of fear versus
Catch these hands, true.
Master Curse. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Dropped chicken Alfredo twice to the point where I had to give the bowl a cup of noodles.
Find out who
No.
will win a death battle.
I can't wait for him to make gamer references.
Tenko Shiguro is just a sweet, shy boy who loved superheroes. But
And League of
sometimes
Legends.
The hand of fate can't abide sweet, shy boys. Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating father, Tenko pushed beyond his emotional limits until he activated his inherent
not okay.
superpower, or twerk. It wasn't
And he's a Smash Bros.
That's
player.
fucked up.
super strength. In his terror, he accidentally killed his whole family.
He must smell like shit.
Except for dear old dad. That one was intentional. Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him.
I need a
Instead,
hero.
the
Just saying.
hand he found belonged to the devil.
Oh wait, you want me to turn the closed captions off?
The
Sure.
greatest super villain in history.
Oh, for blood.
He took Tenko under his wing, feeding a hatred of everyone.
This guy is like actually like Satan. He's Satan's greatest soldiers.
That's not Jeff Blanchard.
Society. With that,
King Von type beats.
Tomura Shigaraki.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers was King Von. Nah, bro, King Von is Satan. It's all front.
He touches with all 5 fingers turns to dust. The perfect power for someone who just wants to destroy. Pretty menacing, if not for that dorky-ass costume. I get it, hands are his thing, but come on. They just look so dumb and fake. Oh,
Yeah.
those aren't prosthetics. Those are real
From his family.
from his family.
Yep.
That he killed. Attached
Even
to
the dog.
his face. He explicitly commanded to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage. Okay. While his use of decay started off relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki came into his own. Decay isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying also decays.
The end, that's it.
Spreading like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city. If decay reaches you, your only hope is to isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
Yep.
After years
Is that
of training
Doofenshmirtz?
with the greatest supervillain of all time, Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team with one mission. He must kill his master's rival,
All
the number
Might.
one hero, All Might. Only to fall.
I'm here.
He's a terrible leader. Quick-tempered, short-sighted, and, well, cringe. Oh, he's just so cringe. He uses...
Have you played League of Legends?
Ironically, he whines like a baby when things don't...
Game over.
He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life, in front of normies. They say defeat is the greatest teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction. Right as All Might's new protege, Izuku Midoriya, was
How ironic.
his
Deku.
own as well. These two rivals, the
No way, the Stain arc. The last time Ida was relevant.
themselves past their own limitations. Especially
when All Might and All for One double KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month and a half straight, and conquered other villain organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front. Thousands of new soldiers for his personal army.
My army.
All for One's personal quack, Dr. Ujiko,
Eggman.
who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make
My name is Eggman.
Sensei's.
I
It
hate
might
the
have been
magnets.
constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Da, 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 da.
Enough to match and surpass even All Might's absurd power.
Sharing All Might's power between them, Deku and Bakugo were able to punch an island-sized
Okay, so they are counting
cloud
movie.
that reached 2,000 miles into the sky.
Yeah, they use that feat for everything. Yeah.
80 million megatons of TNT.
Okay, there it is.
Almost as much as the meteor that wiped out the dinosaur.
And Shigaraki can now move
It's already
fast enough
over.
that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough.
Just get the man's death out of the way.
Please.
Continental Ballistic Cruise Punch! Now the new name for my penis.
What?
Move over, gigantic Omega Storm. Anyway, it also made a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough, he will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
So Decay became... Oh shit! More hands!
More.
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an instant, whenever he wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in
Nah, that's
close
crazy.
combat.
That's crazy.
Nothing compared to Ujiko's greatest gift.
Well, I can't wait for both of them to do their armor thing in the match.
So what better way than the old man's quirk?
And just
All
gets
for
one
One's
shot.
quirk, All for One allows its user to steal and store quirks with just a touch.
And All for One has hundreds of them.
I'm gonna
stored
touch
up
inappropriately.
over the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kinda like a piece of their soul. They exist in this kinda psychic world in Shigaraki's body and can even act as
Are you
a
snoring?
spiritual defense
I'm
against
kidding.
the invaded.
And with those vestiges came
No snorting.
Oh.
fast healing, air blasts, radio waves, flight, telekinesis, teleportation of others, and the ability to track foes.
You'll see me snore later.
Even combine multiple quirks together.
It's gonna be throughout all of my analysis.
Kamehameha.
However, any vestige stolen or destroyed will also remove that quirk from Shigaraki's repertoire.
Okay.
They're also sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which is
Oh.
when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All for One's vestige, that means All for One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Shigaraki's
Your powers are
entire
mine.
existence was planned from the beginning. Why? Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tanko's grandmother.
Oh, what the
Forgot
fuck?
about that.
Next level.
That's some family level drama
Crazy, crazy.
Shigaraki's entire life, all for one purpose.
there. I'm proud of this hating.
Create a soul so corrupted it would grind away at All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
Oh my
But
god.
All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process, all to fight his rival Deku one last time.
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him, Shigaraki was too far gone.
Mm-hmm.
His spirit
Nah, bro's gone.
decayed by years of venomous hatred.
The new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear, burying All for One's grudge for good.
All that Shigaraki asked was to be remembered.
And
as
then
the
bro
heartless
started working at
Shigaraki
McDonald's.
used to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep inside.
For just that one moment, though, Shiggy got into
Yo, this editing's
the
peak.
only thing he'd been denied his whole life, the one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save him.
Holy shit. That was good. That was good.
His battle
That's a good way to end it.
Alright,
Are you ready for me to
muting
fall
this.
asleep?
I'll edit this out.
Let me just, here we go.
Okay.
I agree. I agree with that statement. I'm gonna go grab my blanket in a moment too.
Well, I'm excited for Mahito, but the issue is Mahito doesn't have as much content as Shigaraki. It's kind of like
No.
fucking.
The issue is it's just a Mahito. Alright,
I think Mahito's interesting.
Huh?
I think Mahito's fun and
He's a cool
interesting. I like him as an
character, but-
antagonist. He's one note enough that like him being one note actually kind of elevates his character.
Mhm.
That's the entire point. He's fucking evil, and he
I
just
love
wants to
looking
kill
off
things.
at Discord and the Friends tab, and I just see a plethora of just people sharing the episode.
Already?
Yeah, I wouldn't know
Let
why.
me count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
Alright, here we go.
12 right now.
Cain slew his brother Abel and wetted his fields with his blood. Man's greatest fear has been his fellow.
Oh, highlight Yagami.
Hi.
But what if this fear took on a life?
You ready to lose to Columbo?
Bro's going to fight
All
Columbo.
that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed, forming over time a living being fueled by.
Hey, the grippers?
Get them grippers out of here.
Get those away from me.
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the Mojito. Oh, I've had people tell me I've become a human disaster. I've had too many mojitos.
Mojito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict man.
We live in a
He's not
society.
mere mortal though, but a cursed spirit. And
He does live in a society.
weaker or stronger depending on the amount
We
of
gamers have been oppressed for way too
hatred
long.
and fears humans feel about them.
Like the fear of Loki, kinda weak. Or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger. Or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So it follows that mankind's
5 big booms for Toki.
extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mojito, a being composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mojito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of, like ghost cockroaches or my ex. That's why you need a Jujutsu
Ha-ha.
sorcerer to come in and Kaizen the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like to better.
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia, waging an endless war over the faith.
We got a friend.
Probably in Japan too, for some reason.
Got puppers?
Mojito is special. You see, most curses.
Hanzo's here.
Oh,
Mojito has so much cursed energy that it gave
His debut on the Tank Show.
Recruited by Kenjaku
Where is he?
alongside other special
Oh, I hear him.
disaster curses to wreak havoc
Yeah, I heard him.
with the world. In fact, they made Mojito their
even more frightening than intelligence and bloodlust. Mojito possessed.
Philosophy.
influenced by the meaninglessness of interhuman conflict. Mojito is an existential nihilist, believing in
Dang.
nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and Mojito is the one.
yup.
Also makes him kind of a
Get them feet off the camera.
Damn!
matters what
Nah.
Get them out
Let
of
the
my
gripper
bro.
really get your steps in. He loves
Bro is zesty.
toy with your emotions.
Freak-
Let him hang.
Before
Freaky Hodo.
How is
Freaky Hodo.
how is this child that?
Idle transfiguration.
Hello.
using his cursed energy, Mojito
I was looking for this earlier.
soul with just a touch.
Oh, you know those giant lollipops you see in cartoons?
Manipulating his own soul that you
I got one.
even
Nice.
killed the bastard without directly targeting it.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immune.
No, you cannot have the lollipop, Hanzo.
The former affects the latter.
That's Mojito squash, stretch, and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants. Like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
He can turn his limbs
Bro
into
thinks he's
blades
Luffy.
or clubs, grow wings like a bird or fins like a fish,
Hanzo's falling asleep, my bad.
or even
You're good.
create clones.
Curse users are naturally unaware of their own ability. Should he touch a human,
Oh, he woke up.
alterations
Oh,
to their
there it goes.
body are instantly fatal.
Hi, doggy.
He's attacking your soul. Those physical
Would you like Dr. Pepper?
possible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body
Oh.
won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
Oh, that
Damn.
one touch. God, I thought herpes.
Let her
was
go.
bad.
Hours
Let her
later,
go.
Mojito treats humans as effectively disposable balls that he can gleefully
Balls?
experiment on. The more casualties, the better. Especially if he gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
Even more twisted is when he combines two transfigured humans together for soul multiplicity. Essentially a giant torrent of body horror flesh
Oh,
that he
shit.
repels at an opponent. Yeah.
Mojito is unbelievable.
This is gonna go crazy.
His application of idle configuration, despite being a newborn curse, consistently keeps experienced sorcerers on the
Oh yeah, I forgot he's still a child.
Quick study.
Yeah, child murder. Let's go.
Techniques like
Yeah.
flash.
You know that fucking
Black Flash!
You know the meme of just like you're Rocky, but you're also a pedophile.
2.5.
God.
Anyone else seen that?
Like a
I
mother,
think.
it restores your curse.
Tank, if you find the image flashed up on screen.
Oh,
Would
fuck.
require
Jeez, tell ya.
reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the domain expansion.
This is my domain!
Domain is like a barrier of cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idol transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called the self-embodiment of perfection.
Ah.
The ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over
I don't
his
think that's gonna
victim's
do
body and soul. The only time it ever
It
failed
won't.
was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Sukuna.
Because not only was Yuji a barf-inducing goody little two-shoes who believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah, blah,
Hello, Optimus.
The generic anime protagonist.
inside of him,
The king of curses, Sukuna.
Ah,
which
yes.
Mahito's
The
ability
real show.
both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that. No surprise, and kicked Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
Yuji's
Wait, is this
belief
the
in
meme?
the value of human life flew directly in the face of the world that Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless. So he made it his mission to crush Yuji's spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their corpses, and brutally battering him before going in for
Damn.
the kill.
And
Damn.
he's got the strength to do it.
I wonder what song this is, because this is not in JJK.
And his grip.
They do audio
Fellow
network
disaster
music.
curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor.
It's what?
Audio network
reducing the
music.
city of
Not
Shibuya
copyright.
to ash.
That had taken energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
I looked off and I just see.
Fight
in
back,
another
bitch!
group chat
Fight back,
something-
bitch! Fight back,
Rose of
bitch!
struggle against Yuji.
Fight back, bitch!
Distorted killing.
Complete with armored
But I
exosuit.
looked over. Akira just said, "Don't they sneak."
Almighty curse Mahito was growing into. A true blight on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a bitter battle of resolve, Yuji won out.
Hell yeah.
Doggy
Cookson.
now a big
Wait, where you go, I go. What you see, I see.
And what do you know? Life suddenly became.
I love the context of what people have done with that. Where it's just come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic.
Mahito found a convert in his archenemy. After a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people, Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exorcising this curse.
In a way, that was Mahito's final victory. The destruction of another human being's soul. He may not have
People say that's Sukuna. Nah, that's just Yuji.
inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees.
And that's it.
Take it to being a
Alright, let me just, So we're all in agreement. Mahito's about to fucking die.
No, I think I'll win.
Mm-hmm. Tank, what do you think? Tonk.
Tank dead.
Tank dead?
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all.
I guess we can control the show now.
It's time.
Yo, curse clash! No way!
Oh.
Oh god, Tank's gonna have to edit this out. I had such a foul joke in mind.
Me hashtag chillin'.
Nah.
Damn, she was hot too.
What the fuck?
I'm here. Oh, damn.
Oh, now you're here.
Have I not been talking?
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't say anything before, anyways.
Heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts? My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social
So far, this
rejects?
music's pretty good.
How about I bring him...
Sean Chiplock, I can't. Oh my god.
I
I thought Shun was on Shigaraki.
Your
No.
audition.
That's Tom Schultz.
Nomu!
Namu!
You're the Nomus.
Nomu.
Wait, it's Namu?
No, it's Nomu.
Nomu.
Just the
Maybe
dead
well done,
stare
Glenn.
is funny.
Now, bro's texting the Huz while he's getting his ass beat.
Oh, nice. They get souls out of them.
I'm gonna touch you, little boy.
I'm gonna touch you inappropriately.
Yo, Kamehameha!
Damn.
Sheesh! Wow, that was a really quick fight, dang.
Damn.
When she giving you crazy head.
Nah,
Did you actually just say that? I mean, I don't know. I know people who just say game over because they can.
Don't kiss me, bro! Did he?
Gonna kiss you.
Damn.
Yeah, put it in the words. Kiss me on my hot mouth.
I can't wait for a train to appear.
Fight back.
You can.
Yep.
Audition over. Did I get the part?
Did I get the part?
I can't wait, dude. Now they're on the train.
We're about to Omni-Man this shit, I see.
Wait, no. They hit the same every Spider-Man.
Whoa, damn.
What a rush!
Armor up.
Oh.
Oh, they both got armor up. Let's
Oh
go.
shit.
armored up.
Oh shit.
Okay, this feels way too small for Shigaraki's thing.
No! Oh. He can just decay the train, and then the rest of Michael's probably should decay.
I'm actually surprised it hasn't decayed yet.
Because it's a fight. They gotta have it be entertaining.
There it is.
Okay.
Now, where's all for one?
He said, "Fuck you, domain
Let
expansion."
him pull up. Let him pull up.
I'm actually really hoping that's what happens.
I can relate.
Where's the boy?
You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Oh shit.
Mahito used his power up first, so he's gonna lose.
Yep.
Yeah!
Yeah! Let's go! All for one!
My masterpiece.
Oh
Oh, did he steal his Oh, I knew it. I knew that was how it was gonna end.
Kill him!
Your soul too. You only
You're done.
humanity because you were born that way.
Yeah.
Why did he reenact the fucking Transformers?
What the fuck? Nah, get him out of here. See ya. What the fuck?
I mean, yeah, it was obvious he was gonna win. I thought it was funny. I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they did that with the domain expansion.
Why did reenact the fucking Bumblebee running away from Transformers 1? Like, actually.
Which is why we're breaking it down to 3 categories.
I'm posting
Just three.
like the gif of it. Like, you're all gonna laugh.
But first, let's address one thing.
Bro ran.
Even see Mahito. He's an invisible.
TF1. Oh my god.
Energy and
Yeah, he just did this. He just did this.
curse is normal.
That
However,
man just ran.
Regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see death scenarios. And with the search quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. And out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This is no contest.
No
Despite the
contest.
disaster curses being able to destroy entire
Yeah, done.
energy, Shigaraki
I wonder who won.
and Bakugo meant he was calculably millions of times
He
stronger.
just
He
left.
was faster too, considering he could react to light beams, while Mahito's Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands of times faster.
Dead. Dead.
Yep.
He just dead.
Ability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher. And his ability to generate new flesh meant that he could heal any wounds he might receive super easy.
However, Mahito is a curse and is immune to
a
the
curse.
kind of overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out. Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survival.
What?
By the skin of his teeth.
Question: could Shigaraki eat
By the skin of his teeth.
That's crazy.
in the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with
No.
transfiguration?
It all comes down to their power.
Nah,
He had a
that's
lot
not even
more
close.
Done.
ability with all
GG.
the traits
GG's.
Nope.
GG's.
But none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the effects of idle transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him.
Hey guys, so funny thing, the recording's audio fucked up. So I am sorry. I don't know what happened. Like, it was going good, but then it just started going to shit, and then it just faded out. I don't know what happened. It must be like a fucking OBS thing, but he didn't miss much. Our reactions at next time was not that amusing, so yeah, sorry about that. I'll show it anyways here, just in case if you guys like didn't watch the original or just wanted to watch it here.
Next time on Death Battle.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.